Previously on Verity. Yeah, I knew weird shit's been going down here for a while, so it's a good thing we finally caught some wind of it, figure out what's going on here. There's one agent that pulls up a strand of blonde hair and says, I think I got something. Billy, you make it back to your house. Your dad tells you to pack up.
But there's innocent families.
There were innocent families last night at Crossroads Cafe, and you were there, but blood was still spilled. Lewis, your vision goes black for a second. You feel an aura of static around your body, and suddenly you're paralyzed.
Lewis will make a mental note to talk to Amber about this whole premonition thing. He's gonna get ready to hit his scoops.
Kelly, the owner of the establishment, we're a bit out of commission for the moment here.
You guys look panicked. Is everything okay?
The humming of the lights just got super loud. They got real bright, brighter than they should be. Then I just heard a huge explosion, like this boom, and I come back here and our dang generator's fried. You see that Maureen kind of scuttles off. She presses the button to the elevator, and you hear this loud bang and thud from the hallway. As you rush out, you see that between those tight elevator doors, there's smoke coming from within the elevator shaft.
Oh dear God.
We left things pretty tense last time. So, Lewis, it's all up to you. What do you do?
God, what do? I put the back of my hand to the door. Is the door hot?
Sure feels like it.
I call 911. And I'll see if there's any way I can maybe pry the doors open. As I'm pulling it, can I mutter like an incantation to like help my strength? This feels like a life or death. I feel like I should allow myself to use magic here.
Go ahead and roll that weird.
See if I get above a 4. God!
Is it a 4?
No, it's a 6.
Ah, yikes. Yeah, go ahead and mark that experience.
I'm about to level up again.
You go to grab the doors and you try to put your fingers in between like those elevator door cracks and you try to pry it open with all your strength, but you just can't do it. But you can feel the heat that was there initially goes away.
Maureen, are you in there? And I'll bang on the door super hard.
And you hear sirens, and you see throughout the windows at the end of the hallways the flashing lights of the fire engines as they all pull into the apartment's parking lot. You can hear like the fire department on a lower floor trying to open up the doors to the elevator shaft.
When I open the doors, is Maureen in there?
I'm assuming you run down and you see them pry open the doors, and you see Maureen on the floor of the elevator. A few guys pick up Maureen. One of the officers at the scene says, you should probably get your elevator checked out, obviously because it's been falling down, but if you have any other ones in the building, this ain't the first elevator to break down today.
This has happened somewhere else today already?
He kind of pokes your chest, and he's like, you should probably start using the stairs, my man.
I guess these little twigs of legs of mine could get some work. Yeah, that's super weird. Very weird. I'll avoid elevators, I guess. Was it an electrical fire, could you tell, or that actually caused the heat that I saw?
The heat?
Yeah, there was smoke in the shaft. That's what caught my attention.
Yeah, there was no fire. It was just snapped.
Oh, that's very strange. Very, very strange. Will she be okay?
Yeah, she just got a few broken legs, but I'm sure she'll be fine.
A few broken legs.
Yeah, 2 of them to be exact.
I will head upstairs. I guess I'll start with looking through my lore library to find, like, electric-based things. Because I think he's also connecting this to the generator over at the ice cream place.
Roll plus sharp.
That'll be a 10.
Looking through your mythos, there's not too much on creatures that harness raw electricity.
I think I'll target more. Machinery is a better word there. Yeah, machinery, cryptids, things that sabotage machines.
You would learn in your lore library that sometimes supernatural things like ghosts can even stop, machines from running.
Alright, keep that in mind.
Going off of, ghosts and spirits, you know that poltergeists have the power to create fires.
Nothing's really sticking out to him right away, but Lewis will definitely keep his ear to the pavement in a sense. However, at this point now, he will go back to opening the box.
So you open it up, and you see that it is your Monster of the Month catalog.
Oh, the catalog or the stuff I got from the catalog?
The stuff you got from the catalog.
Anything of note?
What's the special Monster of the Month?
What's the Monster of the Month?
The Ohio Frogman.
The Loveland Frogman.
The Loveland Frogman.
It's the Loveland Frogman. What would I possibly get pertaining to the Loveland Frogman?
Froggy hat.
There's a nice pair of sunglasses. It looks like frog eyes. There's also a nice magazine with some crossword puzzles about frogs and frogmen, specifically those that live in the Loveland region. All right, exciting stuff.
Very exciting, very happy.
Jonas, you are in the church.
That I am. Jonas is going to take a seat at one of the pews. I'm assuming with Pastor Coleman gone, it is in fact relatively empty here.
You can see 4 people in the pew, sparse, just kind of around the church.
Jonas is going to walk up and spark up some conversation with the strangers. Hey, I've heard some weird stuff's been going on around here recently. Have you heard anything like that?
This man that you're talking to, he kind of unclasps his hands and he says,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your prayer.
"No, it's okay. I'm new at this."
You and me both, pal.
Obviously, it's a weird place to turn to when you see a priest kill a bunch of guys, but I mean, gotta believe in something, you know?
Yeah, I saw what happened too, actually. Yeah, it's a really bad thing to see. It's a really sorry sight, especially a man of the cloth of all people. I mean, you never would expect something like that, would you?
I mean, everybody snaps eventually. I don't know.
That is true. I think what kind of helps me get through stuff like this is just think about how lucky we are, to have been inside and not out there.
That's kind of why I'm turning to a higher power. I feel like, my brother, he was, so just imagine, had I been on the job instead of him that night.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. What what was his name? If you don't mind me asking, if it's not too much.
No, no, it's not too much. I just have to press randomize on my name generator here.
Oh, understandable. Take your time.
His name was Alan.
I'm sure Alan would be happy to know that he died a hero.
Yeah, son of a bitch was always a little bit too brave for his own good.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll leave you to your communion. I didn't get your name.
My name is Jamie.
Nice to meet you, Jamie. I'm Jonas.
Hey, you're Clayton's kid, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. You know my dad?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He raised a good kid.
Thanks. I'll be sure to tell him that. It was lovely meeting you, Jamie. But I will leave you to it. I know times are tough and losing people is doubly so, but I'm rooting for you. You'll make it through this.
Thanks, Jonas. You're a good kid.
Jonas will find a pew somewhere off in an isolated area and sit down, pull out their Kindle, sort of put it like between their legs, like on the seat, and under the guise of prayer, Jonas is going to use magic again.
You know the drill. Roll plus weird.
That is a 10.
All right. The necklace lights up. You feel it starts to burn. You can smell it first. There's smoke coming from your shirt.
Jonas is going to like lightly pat at it, try and put out whatever's burning, whatever's being singed.
And you can see that your pendant is beginning to burn a hole through your shirt. But you hear the voice from within the pendant echoes within your headspace.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for we shall make them meet God.
And you look at your hands and you see that there's like little flames in your palms.
Jonas is going to, low in the pew, furiously shake their hands and try and put out the fires.
Roll to act under pressure just for that.
5.
You got a 5, mark that experience.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You get to the point where you're trying your best to pat it out, and you see the fire starts to go like up to your wrist towards your elbow, and it's not hurting you in the slightest.
Yeah. As it started to get worse as opposed to better, Jonas would be up out of the pew and sprinting through the door. What is this? What are you doing? What are you? Why are you doing this?
Very bold to disobey.
Disobey what?
And the flames go away, and the pendant's light goes out, and the heat goes away.
What?
You get a phone call.
Oh, Jesus. I take out my phone. Who is it?
It is Jenny.
Jonas answers. Yo, what's up?
Hey, some of the arcade machines are acting up. Ryan said that you're the only one that can take care of it. I told him that you have no idea how to do any of this, but could you just get up here? He's gonna whine about it until it gets fixed.
God. So what you're telling me is that Ryan wants me to come up to the shop on my day off so that I can fix a problem and he can get paid for it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Fuck me.
If you don't do it for Ryan, which I don't expect you to, could you at least do it for me? Because he's not gonna shut up until you do it.
That's not fair. You know I can't say no.
Listen, I know it's not fair, but, I mean, if you come up, I'll spot you a couple games.
You son of a bitch. I'm in. And Jonas starts booking it down to the game store.
Billy, you go home and you're still streaming? What do you do after your stream ends?
At about 5:05, he sends his text to Katie, like, you can come over whenever. Just let me know when you leave, please.
She responds, "Great, I'm on my way." And there's a little smiley face emoticon. And a minute or two goes by. You get another text. It says that it is also from Katie. It just says, and as that one comes in, your phone screen flashes black, and then you see static, like TV static on your phone. And you feel this shock hit your hand as you're holding your phone. You see these sparks come out of the bottom of your phone, and then something jumps into your computer. It turns on to your desktop screen, and it flashes away. The TV bars come on with all those colorful lines, and then it flashes away, and it comes back on. There's the smiley face emoticon that Katie sent you, and you see that its mouth moves, and it makes this terrifying laughing noise, and then the power in your house just flickers.
Billy was standing at the landing at the stairs waiting to run up, and as soon as the lights flickered, he just ran up the stairs outside and called Lewis.
Yeah, as you're leaving your house, you see like the lights are flickering on and off. So you look at your phone and you try to like turn it on to call Lewis, and you click like the power button, and you see that face pop up, and you see an angry bit of eyebrows appear in front of the emoticon, and you hear that laugh again.
Yeah, Billy leaves his phone inside. He's not taking that. Go back in, put the phone on the desk, and then go back outside and just sit on the steps.
Alright, so you're just sitting there. Okay. Lewis, where do we leave you off? You're looking at books and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you read up on what something could feasibly be. What's your next move?
He'll probably make himself a cup of tea. He'll probably go like find a bench somewhere and like, do we have like a town park outside of like the actual national forest?
Yeah, there's the park behind Jonas's house area over by.
Like the baseball diamonds?
Yeah, it is Clearview Park.
All right. Well, I will go to Clearview. I'll make a nice cup of tea for a walk, and I'll bring a book, and then maybe sit at a bench for a little bit.
On your way down to the park, you have book in hand, cup of tea also in hand, as you walk all the way down to the Clearview Park. As you're walking down, you run into Kelly. You see that she is pushing the backup generator down like the sidewalk.
Lewis tucks his book under his arm and throws away his little disposable cup of tea. Taking that back to the hardware store, and I'll help her with it.
She puts her hands on her hips and she's like, "Well, I guess the first cone was free, but I guess I owe you another one for helping me out with all this today."
Really, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. It's a Sunday, and I was gonna go for a walk in the park, but I think helping someone's a little better.
Well, I hope you don't mind bringing it down to Huey's with me.
Not at all. I'd be more than happy to. I'd be delighted.
You guys push the generator down the street a little ways away. It's a pretty long walk from Scoops, and you guys get into Huey's, and you see that the lights within are off.
I will throw the door open and put on my phone flashlight.
When you swing the door open, you hear all of these appliances just screeching. You can see that there's a chainsaw just vibrating and just making its way towards you and Kelly.
I want to like shove her out of the way, even if that means I end up in the path of it.
Go ahead and roll plus tough.
That'll be an 11.
Alright, that's a 10 plus. With the 10 plus, you get to suffer less harm. All impeding danger can now be focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back.
I will hold the enemy back.
Okay, so as you see this chainsaw that's just kind of bouncing on the ground and coming towards you guys quicker than a regular chainsaw would, you push Kelly out of the way as this thing is about to bounce up onto her. You push her out of the way and you reach and grab for the handle. It gets you in the shoulder and you'll take 1 harm from that, but you get a handle on the chainsaw.
And I want to see if there's an off switch on this I can hit.
You find that there is a switch on the chainsaw, and you notice that it's already in the off position.
Who else is all in here?
You can see that Huey is in here, and there's probably 2 other Balderston residents, as they're all kind of like running around and trying to avoid flying saw blades and hammers.
I will throw the door open and just start yelling for people to get through the door. Like, I'll grab Kelly from where I pushed her out of the way and get her out and start waving everyone else out as well.
These people start to file out as you call for everyone to leave. Go ahead and just make me another roll to protect someone.
That'll be a 9.
So with a 9, you protect them just fine, but you're going to suffer some or all of the harm that they were going to get as you see these 2 saw blades just pop out of a buzzsaw and just ninja star their way like into your shoulder blades. You take 2 harm from 1 each. So take 2 harm from that.
And once I see that everyone's out, I'll slam the door shut and put all my weight against it. Is everyone out of there? Is everyone safe?
Yeah, I think that's everybody.
Okay. There's been some weird electrical stuff happening. Kelly here's generator went bad.
The one you just got from me?
And you see that Kelly nods.
Oh man, must be faulty. I'm sorry about that. I'll get you a new one. No issue.
I think it'd be best if we save that for when this is calmed down.
You're kidding. Hey, how about I treat everybody to a round over at Crossroads? Make up for whatever the hell happened in my shop, huh?
I dropped my book I had. I'm gonna look around for it, and then I'll meet you guys over there.
All right, buddy. You do you. Meet us at Crossroads if you're interested.
Will do. And I'll wait till they're kind of like out of sight, and I'll try to dip back into the store real quick. And if stuff's still going on, I want to see if whatever's possessing these, if I can like yank it out of these machines to get a look at what it is. So I guess what I'm asking is, can I do a banish from an object, being the tools?
Go ahead and roll plus weird.
An 8.
An 8. Alright, so the magic does work, but you do have a glitch.
Simply because I just want to get a look at this thing. I will say it is of short duration.
That chainsaw kind of bounces over to you. You nimbly dodge out of the way of 2 more buzzsaw ninja stars, and you grab a hold of the chainsaw, and as you mutter that incantation, you see that a bunch of sparks just kind of fly out of the back of it. They run up your leg, and you feel your phone starts to buzz.
I pull my phone out, I guess?
You see that the screen is just this dark, dark red, and you hear this laughter. As you hear all of the appliances in this store just go silent, and the screen on your phone goes black, and you're sitting in this dark hardware store, and suddenly you hear the buzzsaw go again, and the lights in the store turn on, and you see that everything in the store, all of these appliances, are pointed towards you. Hi, Jonas. You make your way to Paradise?
Correct.
All right. So you get on up to Paradise, and you see Ryan. Took you long enough, Jonas.
It's my day off, Ryan. Forgive me, I wasn't expecting to come down here.
Yeah, well, I specifically requested that you come in.
Are you paying me?
I mean, you're just doing me a favor, so...
Right. Which machine is busted, Ryan?
All of them are.
What?
I've got everybody complaining because they're getting shocked by the arcade games. All the games are freezing, and apparently they're showing scary faces. And apparently the pinballs from the pinball machine are shooting out of the glass and hitting people in the face. which I doubt. I think that they just broke the glass and they're blaming the machine.
Right. That doesn't sound like the crowd that comes in here.
Yeah, well, they treat you differently, so.
Yeah, I wonder why. I will go take a look at it, Ryan. And Jonas is gonna walk to the back.
You see in the back, Jenny is just kind of sitting back in a chair with her feet up, and she's like, "You actually throwed up. I didn't expect you to."
Yeah, and now that I'm here, I'm realizing you spotted me a couple games on a busted machine isn't gonna do much.
I'll let you borrow Pokemon Pearl. How's that sound?
Deal. And Jonas immediately walks over to the machines.
I'm gonna have you roll Investigate a Mystery.
Sure thing. 5.
All right, that's not great. Mark that experience.
Yeah.
With that roll, they just look like busted machines. It looks exactly the way that Ryan explained it. You go up to the Donkey Kong machine, and you can see that displayed on the screen is just Donkey Kong, but on his face, rather than just the regular face that he has in the actual arcade game, it's this angry, smiley emoticon.
Jonas looks back to Jenny. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Unplugging it, you mean? That's why we called you.
Oh my god. And Jonas drops down to their hands and knees and crawls between the machines and unplugs Donkey Kong and whichever other machines are in reach.
Almost all the machines go off that are like plugged into that adapter, and you get up and you see that all the machines are still on.
Jonas is gonna go up to the Donkey Kong one specifically, and they're gonna start looking around for any sort of panel or anything that may be like some sort of backup power.
Yeah, so you locate, a panel in the back. So you just see a bunch of these wires and like this big long tube, and you don't see a type of battery. One thing that you do notice is that these wires are glowing.
Oh, that's not normal. And Jonas is gonna scoot back, not even bothering to like put the panel back on, just immediately recoil back.
Yeah, you hear the sinister laugh.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I've been doing that for like an hour now.
Oh, okay. So the wires are glowing. I don't know what that's about. Probably not normal. Jonas is gonna whip out their phone and go to look up how to fix an arcade cabinet, I guess. And Jonas is just like muttering to themselves the whole time. Like, I don't know why Ryan brought me in here. Like, I'm the expert on this shit.
Yeah, you pull up this YouTube video, and suddenly you see the power in all of the arcade cabinets go off, and you feel like the hair on the back of your neck stand up, and your phone blinks for a second, but then it goes back to the YouTube video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you all how to fix one of these vintage arcade machines. But before we do that, make sure you like, comment, Jonas. That's your name, isn't it? There sure is a lot to learn in this funny little box.
Jonas looks to Jenny. You heard that? You're hearing this too, right?
She takes out her AirPods and she's like, "What?"
Nothing. And Jonas like whips their head back down to their phone.
As you look down, you see that it's now just a red screen, and it cuts from red to static, and then it goes black. You hear that laugh coming from your phone speakers, and then you see it light up with that angry emoticon face.
Okay. Jonas is gonna, I guess, just put their phone back in their pocket. What do you do in this situation?
You feel your phone vibrate as you see Jenny like yelps in pain as she just grabs her AirPods and just throws them.
Jonas whips their phone out of their pocket as well.
Oh my god.
You alright?
Yeah, my headphones like shocked me.
Ooh. You know, I did read a thing a couple years ago about AirPods like exploding in people's ears.
I'm assuming that was the reaction from, whatever techie stuff you're doing in here, so I'll let you chill back here by yourself, Jonas. I don't want to.
What, you don't want to stay in here with the haunted machines? What, are you scared?
I don't want my headphones to blow up on my face.
You're gonna leave me in here with your grenade AirPods?
I'll bring my AirPods with me. I'm just not gonna stay back here with you doing all your whatever.
Right. Well, while you're going out front, can you tell Ryan shit's busted?
He's not gonna like that, but I'll tell him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna like that about as much as I liked him calling me in today.
I'll go let him know. She goes into like the main area.
Once she's out the door, Jonas looks down at their phone. Is it normal? Still red screen, evil emoticon?
It looks like it has a matrix green screen on it, and it keeps flashing from the green matrix screen to static, and then it displays a shattered phone screen.
What is this? What are you? What do you want?
The entire room just shakes, and you feel like that nauseating feeling in your stomach. The only light in this room was the arcade machines, so the lights flicker back on, and for a split second, all of the arcade machines just blink and start making all this noise.
Jonas takes a second to just do a full circle, slowly like panning around the room. What the fuck? Oh my god, no, please don't tell me. And they whip out their Kindle.
Shit's busted, dog.
Are you fucking kidding me? Shit. Are you serious? This soon?
Yeah, you look at your Kindle and you see a JPEG of a campfire and a smiling angry face emoji roasting weenies.
Oh, you're very funny.
Alright, Billy, I know you're sitting being a sad boy on the steps. You see that black car pull up. Amber comes out of it and she says, "Oh geez, Billy, you're still here."
What's going on?
Well, I tried to call Lewis first. I assume he's in trouble because he didn't pick up, but I have a lead on the next thing.
Does it have to do with electronics? Because my phone bugged out and then jumped to my computer.
No. I'm going to assume that doesn't have anything to do with anything. I'll fill you in the car. Get in.
Hold on. He's going to run back in and he's going to pull a SIM card out and take that with him. Hey, Amber, can I use your phone?
Sure. She very hesitantly hands you her phone.
Did nothing happen with your phone? Because something weird happened and I don't want to mess it up.
She's like, "I don't know. I mean, the only thing is no one answered, so do you put your SIM card in her phone and then try to use it, or?"
Yeah, that's the plan.
So you put your SIM card in her phone, and immediately you see that static on her phone as it flashes red, goes to static, has that matrix screen, has those TV lines, and then you see that angry emoticon, and Amber's like, What did you do to my phone?
Exactly what happened to mine.
Is that thing just busted now? Did you just put a virus on my phone?"
I don't know.
She like yanks her phone from you and she's like, "Alright, what the hell?"
I don't know. What was your lead?
"Okay, I'll tell you my lead in a minute. Was that just a virus you put on my phone? Are you pranking me? Is this funny to you?"
No, it just happened.
Because there have been some bodies found in the national forest. They seem to be not quite put to rest. You know, someone really liked art projects, I guess. Only thing is, we could always just blow this off as a serial killer, but I definitely found some traces of EMF there. So I think we have a ghost serial killer on our hands. But, unless, did this thing try to jump out and kill you and rip your spine out?
It jumped from my phone to my computer and started laughing at me.
Okay, so this might be the same thing. I don't know. Alright, do you know where any of the others are?
No, I couldn't call them.
Jeez. Alright, I guess we'll just go down to Lewis's house and see if we can find him.
Do we need to go now?
Billy, I'm pretty sure we have a ghost serial killer and apparently it's breaking electronic devices. I mean, I've never seen a more imminent threat, if you haven't.
You don't know me that well, but I'm pretty sure it's obvious I don't talk to a lot of people. So, well, the
Billy,
thing is,
I'm sorry. I don't really have time for this. Are you coming with me or not?
do you want to go for Jonas? I'll go for Lewis, and we can meet up.
Lewis is all the way up there, I think.
I'll stop by his apartment if you want to go try to wrangle up Jonas.
I mean, I know where Jonas lives. I know his address. If you want to stop and go to Jonas's house, I can go up to Lewis's. I have the car.
That would make more sense.
His house is all the way up there by school. So, you're going to get Jonas?
Yeah, could you give me his address real quick?
It's across the street from Walt's.
Oh, okay, yep, I'm right on that. And Billy starts to walk away.
She floors it down the street toward Lewis's house.
Billy goes back home. If that wasn't obvious.
Lewis, you are in the hardware store. All of these appliances are pointed at you.
I book it out the door and I slam the door behind me and I leave.
Okay, where are you going?
I'll look down at my phone, assuming it's still bricked.
It sure is.
You know what? I'll walk to Billy's house because I'm actually closer there than I am to my place. It'll probably be easier.
Okay, so you're just going down to Billy's house?
Yep.
Gotcha. So you go down to Billy's house.
I will knock on his door.
Sitting on the steps.
Billy, I'm gonna ask you something, and it's gonna sound weird, although you've probably heard just as weird.
Did your phone try to kill you?
Close, but no. A bunch of hardware supplies.
Have you checked your phone?
Oh yeah, no, it's completely bricked.
Just a heads up, I think it's in the SIM card.
Oh, it's in the SIM card. Okay, well, it's not much use without the SIM card, though. I think something freaky supernatural's going on because, you know Kelly, that real sweet girl that owns the ice cream place that owns Scoops?
We've bumped into each other.
Something went wrong for a generator earlier today, and then I went to go help her bring it down to the hardware store, and all the hardware was coming alive, and I got everyone out. You could tell I got the living crap beat out of me. And here I am. Have you gotten in contact with Amber or Jonas?
Amber just went up to your apartment. I'm supposed to go get Jonas.
Well, go get him then. What?
I have a date.
Get out of here. You got a date, dude? Yeah, inside Lewis is dying.
Yeah, I go for a high five.
He gently high fives back and goes, good job, man. But there's lives at stake. Maybe postpone.
She's on her way. I can't cancel because my phone doesn't work.
Okay, whatever, Don Quixote. Don't go running the windmills without me.
Hey, go see if Jonas is home.
I don't know if I should show up.
Lewis, look at me. Lives are at stake. I don't think you should be worried about how weird it is if you show up at Jonas's house.
And I will head in the direction of Jonas's house.
Welcome back to Paradise, where Jonas is getting pranked by a...
By a ghost.
He's getting pranked by a ghost.
At least this guy has a sense of humor. Okay, Jonas is going to take stock of the situation, try and think of what they know can affect technology.
Read a bad situation, because the situation has gone south.
10.
Alright, you get to ask 3 questions.
I guess, for starters, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You hear the humming of those fluorescent lights as they get brighter and brighter.
Jonas books it out of the room.
Yeah, and you get into like the main area and you see that the lights are getting brighter and brighter and the hum is getting louder. And Ryan's just like,
What the hell did you do in there?
Out, everybody out! And Jonas is going to, as they're rushing, grab Jenny and Ryan's hands and rush them out the door.
You see that all of the lights in there just explode and there's just glass that shoots everywhere.
Oh, there it is!
Ryan's just like, what did you do back there?
I didn't do a goddamn thing, Ryan. I wasn't even here. I didn't clock in, did I?
You're working on the arcades.
Prove it. Where's my time card?
He's like, Jenny saw you doing it. Sorry, I didn't see shit.
Day off, Ryan. Sorry. I didn't have anything to do with anything. This was happening before I got there, remember?
What? Jonas, I swear to God.
What's most vulnerable to me, I suppose? What would be a way that I could go about tackling whatever this is?
So you can tell that this thing seemed to be coursing through your Kindle and your phone. When you guys get outside, Jenny jumps a little bit and she takes her phone out of her pocket. And now that you're on the street, you see like a bunch of people jolt and jump as they pull out their phones. And you see that up and down the street, everybody's like face is illuminated with red light. The only person that this hasn't happened to was Ryan.
Look back to Ryan. Think I did that too?
What is going on? Is this a massive virus that you spread?
What? Why don't you have this? Where's your phone?
It's at home. We're not supposed to have our phones out at work, so I just don't bring it.
God, you really need to pull that stick out of your ass.
Well, I'm the one that didn't get shocked. So that's 0.1 for Ryan, 0.0 for Jonas.
Well, you're also gonna be the one that has to explain why everything just fucking exploded.
Or someone could pull the security tapes and show that you were the one that was working in the back.
You know, I get a funny feeling that there won't be any tapes.
Oh, what? Did you clear those too?
Sure, Ryan. Sure. Yes, I did. Does that make you feel better?
That's it. You admitted it. I got you. I recorded you.
Oh, with the phone that you left at home?
I may not have my phone, but I do have my handy dandy tape recorder with me. And you see that he pulls out like this tape recorder from the 90s. Gotcha, Joan ass. Caught him.
Ryan, play that back.
You see that he presses play, and the tape that's inside busts out.
Now, Ryan, play that back.
What did you do to my tape recorder?
Oh, I didn't put a finger on it. That thing looked like it was from the 90s. That was bound to happen at some point, let's be honest.
It was my grandfather's. He got it when he was 40.
God, how long ago was that?
The 90s.
Jonas Jonas is gonna go back to their last question. I guess what's the biggest threat? Looking around outside and seeing all the like various electrical appliances and pieces of machinery, what seems like it's probably gonna be the biggest threat if that goes haywire?
You see as like a bunch of sparks are traveling through the phone lines. You see it's going toward the electrical substation.
Oh shit. And Jonas is gonna take off. They know that they've got to kind of race against the clock. Jonas is going to try to use magic to sort of bolster their physicality and run faster than they normally would be able to.
So you try to perform this feat and you try to call upon the pendant, and it just stays dark.
Come on! Come on! What are you... Are you fucking kidding me? And Jonas just books it as fast as their legs can humanly take them.
Yeah, as you're running toward where you know where the substation is, you pass your house and you see Lewis is about to knock on your door.
Jonas is gonna go straight up to Lewis.
Oh, Jonas, perfect.
What are you doing here?
Amber sent me. Amber sent Billy, who's not going to come because there's a date, and I'm not dealing with that right now. Either way, I was sent to come get you. Amber's up at my place.
In the middle of your sentence, they fucking deck you. What is your problem? You and I need to have a talk. They took a deep breath in. Let's walk.
Yeah, let's.
And as they lead you away from their house, what the hell is your problem?
I still don't get what you're talking about.
I divined what happened at Crossroads. You know, saw it with my own two eyes. I was there pretty much, funnily enough. You were running to the hospital, you say? You had to duck in, you say? It's really...
What are you talking about?
Oh, spare me the theatrics, Lewis.
No, I'm being genuine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter, Lewis. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had to get very good at lying since this whole thing started. You're not fooling anybody. Had to go to the hospital, did you? Had to, dip in to the Crossroads for safety, did you? Are you proud of yourself? Are you happy with the people you killed?
I'm sorry, with the who?
Wow. Wow, you really... You're doing that.
Jonas, I'll be honest, you're completely losing me right now.
Jonas takes another deep breath. Listen, Mr. Green. I know we sort of wind up in the same place at the same time sometimes, like with the slug and like just now.
Yeah.
But I want you to know that what you did at Crossroads obviously got people killed. Seven cops, in fact.
I haven't been at Crossroads in weeks. Last time I was at Crossroads when I went with Billy.
Yeah, you were there with Billy, all right? That's not the point. Here's the thing. Lewis, you killed people. Above that, Lewis, and Jonas looks around, grabs Lewis's collar, brings them in very close. You brought the fucking men in black to town. The other vampire that you asked about in the hospital, that was Riley. I don't know if you understand the implications of that. What you did has put a target on her head, probably put a target on my head, probably put a target on the sheriff's head, my mother's head, anyone who is even vaguely affiliated with her. Because you managed to let the one thing we're not supposed to let out, you managed to let that slip to the general fucking public. So, Mr. Green, as I was saying, I know we sort of end up in the same place at the same time, dealing with the same messes. But after this, I'm not cleaning up after you anymore. So, if we don't just so happen to stumble upon the same scene, do me a favor and don't email me, don't come to my house, don't make an effort to contact me.
Look, Jonas, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still very lost and confused. But there's bigger fish to fry right now.
The pendant on Jonas's neck lights up. Jonas, you hear in the back of your head,
Kill him.
What?
Kill him.
Jonas looks around. Nobody on the street?
there's some people on the street, but not a lot.
Move your ass, Green. And Jonas picks up their pace, booking it down to the substation.
As you were both walking toward the substation, you both see that there is a woman in her early 30s, dressed in a pink polo, making their way towards Scoops, but then they tear off toward the path of the substation. Lewis, you would recognize this person as Kelly.
So Kelly's going towards Scoops, and then she veers off towards the substation?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna sprint, but I'll do a hearty jog. Kelly, wait, what are you going to the substation for?
She makes it to the fence that's around the substation. Can't you hear it?
Hear what?
The buzzing, it's so loud.
Oh, holy mackerel! Yeah, Jonas, you getting this?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with it. I mean, because if it blows and you're right next to it.
Maybe this had something to do with my generator blowing. And as she's saying all that, you guys see this huge shower of sparks coming out of all of these different spots in the substation. You guys are right outside the chain link fence that is surrounding this thing. And as the showers of sparks are just blowing out of the transformers and the other areas of the substation, you see Kelly, she goes, "Holy shit!" And she trips on something and falls.
I'm gonna help her up and I think we should get back.
Roll to protect someone, that's what it is.
That'll be an 8.
As you bend down to pick her up, you start to hear this buzzing. Your hair on your arms, your legs, your head start to stand up on end. You feel this aura of static just around your body, and everything starts to vibrate.
I'm gonna get away from these two in case something sparks off me, and want you guys to stay away from me.
Don't gotta tell me twice. Jonas did already take a good, generous few steps back.
Did you take Kelly with you?
Yes.
Okay. Lewis, you feel this nauseating pain in your gut, and it hurts so bad you feel like you're gonna vomit, and you fall to your knees. Your body starts shaking, like everything is just vibrating as fast as it can, and your glasses crack. Your ears just start to ring, and then you feel this white hot light on your back as it spreads throughout your entire body, from your spine to your fingertips. And that is going to be 4 harm.
That kills me.